It's Perc Test day. If you were with me last week, you seen where we come out here and we laid out a double-wide mobile home that's getting ready to get moved out here. And this is one of the steps you have to take before you get a septic system. And basically what we're doing is we're testing the soil. I'm not testing the soil. Mr. Mark Mills is, everybody. He's been with me since the beginning. He's the man. But he's going to come out here, he's going to dig a couple holes, and then he's going to get his soil chart out, and he's going to tell me if this place is going to flow or not. And if you don't know what that means, let me explain how a septic system works. So whenever your septic tank gets put in the ground and you flush it, you wash clothes or whatever, whenever it fills up, all that excess water comes out of it and runs into your drain field or field lines, whatever you want to call it. And right here, this test, what he's doing is trying to see how fast it will take that water to flow out of your tank into the ground and let the ground do all of the stuff that it does. It's going to soak up all that water. The sun's going to suck it back up. It's going to turn into a rain cloud, and the cycle moves on. So what he's out here doing, he's checking to make sure that he doesn't hit water within like the first 6 to 8 inches. Because if you have a really high water table, then you have to have an engineered system. And I don't like doing engineered systems. I like doing conventional. So that's why you get Mark out here. That way he can tell you, hey, listen, you have great soil out here. You can do just a regular conventional septic system. So what he's going to do is, once he's looked at the dirt and he's taken all of his pictures, he'll go back to his office and then he'll come back to me with several different plans. He's like, all right, the soil looks great. You can put this system in, this system in, this system in. Take your pick, take it to the homeowner and see what they want to do. So that's what I wanted to come out and video today, was a little bit of what Mark has going on. He does about 8 of these a day, is what he says. And around South Alabama, we have some pretty good soil. It's not the best, and some places it's all clay, and some places it's all sand, and you want to get sand if you can. But yeah, he says we got some good soil. Now up north, I have a buddy who's in the septic business, and he says they hit rock at about 6 to 8 inches, and then he said everything's just engineered up there. You'll find the same thing near like a body of water, or like if you have a bunch of utilities, and or if you have a pool. There's several things that you have what's called setbacks on that you can't have a septic system near. Like you don't want it near like your well pump. You know, if all that water is draining down into your well, then you're essentially just drinking your poo-poo water. And that's not good. So that's why we have Mark out here. He comes out here and he looks at all those things and he kind of brings it back. Now, not every perk man does that. Some perk men just come out and say, hey, soil's good, and they roll out. Mark is a superhuman. He comes out and he gives you exactly everything you need. He's not going to set you up for failure. As a matter of fact, he sets you up for success because he's just that great of a guy. Now, what you'll see what he's doing right now is he's setting his soil charts out to kind of let me know exactly what we're dealing with here. And that's key when it comes to putting in the system. And he can tell you within like the first, I don't know, foot of digging whether you're gonna have some good ground or not. Like at my trailer park, it is like clay. Like that stuff is, it's rough. It's tough to get it to perk, but it does. It's not as good as like a place like this or anywhere else that may be more sandy. And there's this chart right there. And what he'll do is he'll take pics like that, and then he'll go back to his office and make the determination on what we need to do here. I always thought this was super cool. I've always wanted to do something like this for surveying. It just seems so fun to do day in and day out. Just riding around, checking the ground. But that is a perk test, and you need one before you get a septic system. So before you even buy any land, you need to get one of these done to make sure you got some good ground. Kind of just want to show this video today, educate some people. Go out and get your perk test done on your land.